So if you don't mind, let's go and close our eyes and try to locate where we are, right? So when we try to locate where we are, I asked the same question to my daughter earlier, where we are, Eva? And she said, Daddy, we're at the hilltop. And you will also tell me we're at the hilltop of a Grey Up subdivision. And we're sitting in this gathering, and you'll tell me that. And you'll tell me that based on what is in your memory, because just before here, we were here. And in the memory, it is there that we are in the hilltop, sitting here in this gathering, right? So through the memory, we recognize that. But when you close your eyes, if the memory is not there, we don't know where we are. We cannot locate ourselves where we are, right? So if you go a little bit deeper on this one, you can open the eyes now. So if you go a little deeper, not now, maybe if you can do this now, or you can do, on your own when you go home. Yeah, I'm paying attention to
You have to do a little bit editing before
It's okay.
you put it on YouTube.
Yeah. So see that awareness, you see the awareness is there, right? The awareness itself, to recognize that this is all illusions, right? Because they have given us the memory, whoever, God or whoever, they have given us the memory, right? And the memory has, because of the memory we can tell that we are sitting on Grey Heart. But what I'm trying to point out, I don't know if you get it or not, what I'm trying to point out is that this memory is there and all the mind is happening and is processing information, right? And also there is what is happening is the processing of language. So the language I'm speaking is there in the mind, right? It's a processing, and the memory is there, right? So that is all given to us, and because of that we see everything. This is called a lila, right? So we see everything because of that. I mean, if you recognize that, then you see yourself as a machine. So we are a machine, right? I mean, just to speak the language, right? This is a machine. Just to define, this human body as a machine, right? So see all this equipment we have, that we are functioning as a human being, which is actually a machine. All this mechanism. But all there's nothing here. All the molecules dancing, wave function dancing in the universe, right? Just like the ocean, right? In the ocean, what is happening is the water, right? Water is functioning. Sometimes the water is peaceful, and sometimes the water, there's tides, right? And sometimes there's a hurricane, big water. All this coming in, right? But everything is the water. The waves cannot say, "I am not the ocean," right? And waves come, big tides come. Big tides has such an energy. Comes, doing all sorts of things in the ocean. And the big tide cannot say, "I am not the ocean." Look, that ego will say, if there is an ego on the big tides will say that I am not part of the ocean. I am separate from the ocean. I am a big tide. But in the reality, is the big tide separate from the ocean? No, right? It's the same. So everything right here, what is happening is one whole universe. Molecules like a water. There is a molecules. We don't see with our eyes, right? And they have given us this mental equipment. With the mental equipment, we are seeing. We have a memory given here. We have other things functioning given here. We are seeing everything separate. This is, Ravin Pandey, Moksha Mukti, whoever, Rishi, Shiva, and Shiva's dad. We can say all those different shit. Even the objects, you can say this is a cell phone, this is a chair, this is my clothes, that's a camera, that's a water, that's an iPad, this is a stone, there's a trees. We can differentiate all these things through the mind, right? We receive all the data, and we know those information through the mind because they are taught to us from the childhood, right? Your parents taught you, same thing with my parents all taught me, this is your nose, this is your ear, this is your eyes, this is your hair. They're giving you all this information.
Are you recording?
Yes. When you're recording, You guys stay over there, okay?
Hey, get on my chair.
So that's all happening, right? And the question, one of the viewer asked, one of the follower or the friend or whatever I want to call it, he asked, how do you differentiate between natural thought and artificial thought? So all the things I'm describing right now is artificial thoughts, right? Those are all learned. We learn from the childhood. These are artificial thoughts. How do you know this is a nose? I don't know this is a nose. Only somebody told me this is a nose, right? In other language they call it nak. I don't know, in Hindi you call it nak. Yeah, you call it nak. Nepali they call it nak. Some other language they call it different. So those are given to us by the society, by the comprehensive collective knowledge that we collected from millions years of existence here. We've been here a million years, right? Human beings who've been here a million years. So they taught you all these things. Those are all artificial knowledge or artificial thoughts because they are acquired. See, we don't know all that things. Those are given to us as a reference. And this only happens in a human beings because in animal worlds, insects world, these are not present. This artificial thought, artificial intelligence is not present in any other animals, insects, anything like that. It's only present on the human beings, right? And how it happened, where it happened, when it happened, just the assumption, that is there is that it happened because of some sort of mutation, right? In the nature, there is some sort of evolution is taking place. I don't know if there's evolution, but they say there's evolution. So let's say there's evolution. This all things have to have in a process, time and space, right? And whether time and space is not there, that's a different topic, But all this evolution is that happened. Speaking of a bug, I can see that bug crawling on the ground, right? And it's coming toward you. That bug has a natural thought, and we also have a natural thought. Now the question is, how do you differentiate, right? And there is no such thing. I cannot give you like one prescription. This is how we differentiate. So what I'll do is I will generalize it, give you what is natural intelligence and what is artificial. So in your own experience, in your own thought, in your own seeing, then you can differentiate what is that. Because I don't know how you experience it, I don't know how you experience it, I don't know how you experience it, or I don't know how you're experiencing viewers, right? So everyone is experiencing differently. So just to give you an example, like natural thought is like, I'm hungry, where's the food? I'm thirsty, where's the food, right? Or there's a danger, I need to protect myself, I need to have fear. Just like when I come here, I am constantly thinking about there might be snakes anywhere. See, that's a fear, right? That is in the body. But I am not afraid, The snakes are there because they have given the sign. Snakes could be, so I'm always looking out for the snakes. See, that is a fear. So that is your natural thoughts, right? That is natural thoughts that is happening, And so those are things natural because the fear is there in the body to protect against the danger. Danger is out there, right? There is dangers everywhere, right? I mean, it could be all of a sudden the clouds come and start to rain, just like in Florida it happens. Sunny day like this, a few minutes later it comes rain, and there's a lightning. So lightning, we pack up and leave because that's a fear, right? So those are all natural intelligence, and these are natural intelligence to survival, right? There's a survival and there's a reproduction, right? So survival for that, and there's a reproduction part of that is like when the hormone gets in the body, and we shouldn't be talking about this in front of children, but I hope they're not listening. So hormone, then you want to find out where's the opposite sex, right? So those are all given natural thought, natural process. It's there in the insects, it's there in the animals. Those are natural thought. Now artificial